So Expert Portugal asked me to present you an overview of the real estate market here in Portugal. And what we are going to do is to present you an overview of the Portuguese housing using some particular data and also property prices in some locations and of course some opportunities of property. Can everyone can see my screen? Everything is okay? It's fine?
Yes, we can see the screen and we can see the little dog as well.
It's not mine, but it's not for sale actually, so that's fine. The house is for sale, but not the dog. So, my name is Achille Simo. I am a real estate agent here in Portugal, and I work with Coldwell Banker, which is one of the oldest brokerage in the world. We work mostly in the commercial and also residential properties. We help people moving from abroad to Portugal, and mainly in Lisbon and surrounding. And due to our network, we can cover all the Portugal. Okay, so how we can help you? Basically, we analyze all your needs and also help you with the credit pre-approval. Because we are familiar with the local market condition, we can present you some evaluation of properties before you make any move. So, and we help you also with all the documentation and the closing. Here at Coldwell Banker, we have a concierge service so that we can help you after the purchase of your property with everything you need, such as the telecommunication bills, the water bills, I mean, everything you need, right? But this is a bit what people say about our services. We have Sarah, it's not her, but what she said about our services. She moved from the US to Cascais. And you have here Jason who moved from Brazil to downtown Lisbon. But mainly what they mention is the security that they found here in Portugal and also the calm and the welcoming that they receive here in Portugal. So let's jump in our main subject, which is real estate, right? Okay, so I prepare for you here basically two graphs to show you a bit how the Portuguese market works. But what we know so far is that the real estate market in Portugal has been growing in the recent years, even due to the COVID, it's still growing. And with the price increasing due to the high demand from both national and international buyers. And what we can see is that the price remain relatively affordable compared to other countries of the Eurozone. But let's focus ourselves on this first graph, which is the sales market of properties. And what we can see is that the volume of sales has decreased during the years, but the asking price of properties still remains constant. But the second graph presents the lease market, which is quite impressive because here we have the expectation that we have on the market, the demand, and also the closing. And what we can see is the huge gap between what we ask on the market, I mean the asking price and the closing price. So we have a huge demand in terms of rentals. And what we can expect this year to happen, and we already see that, right, this year, is that the gap between the supply and the demand should continue to drive an increase in prices in some locations, mainly the main cities such as Lisbon, Porto, Algarve, Coimbra. The rising construction costs and the low development in some regions sustain the increase in sales price. The high cost of loan is expected to drive rental market. And of course, the rental market should present strong momentum with an increase in numbers of contracts. But for those who are thinking about investing in Portugal, I would say those numbers like this one. We use here the statistic numbers from the INE. But for those who are looking to invest here in Portugal, I can send you all this information later on, right, after the presentation. Here we can have an overview of the asking price in general in Portugal in different parts of Portugal. For example, in Lisbon, the median asking price of properties is 600,000 euros. But for example, here in Bragança, which is in the north of Portugal, it's 1,000, almost 1,000 euros. So it's complete 150,000 euros. So it's complete different, and you can see the huge gap between different locations. Let's jump now in some, and let me give you some great opportunity for those who are thinking to invest. We have here, for example, a lovely building located in a stunning area in Porto, Santa Catarina. For those who know a bit about Porto, Santa Catarina is a beautiful and touristic place. So this building already have a project approved, which usually is a nightmare here in Portugal, right? For those who know a bit about Portugal. But what is good about this building that you have a great opportunity to acquire 10 apartments. You have the opportunity to renovate and sell it back, or to renovate and rent it out. So I did the math with both scenarios, and for the rental market, you have here 12% return on investment. And for the selling market, you can find between 15 to 25% return on investment. Everything will depend on the type of definition that you will do on the building. And now I'm going to show you some examples of property that you can find here in Portugal. So let me present you, when we go in the north of Portugal, we have here, in the south of Portugal, sorry, you have here Comporta, which is one of the beautiful and amazing area. I recommend everyone who wants to visit Portugal to visit Comporta. It's a beautiful place. So here at Comporta, we have some plots to sell, and we also have some properties. But these particular plots are located in a secure condominium where you have all the privacy, you have all the intimacy to live in the nature. Actually, the property is on the short-term rental. You have nearby, you have all the amenities. You have the concierge also in the site, and you have the security also in the site. It's quite impressive. You have everything nearby. The property is lovely. You can spend all your days, your weekends, or holidays there.
Achille, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but apparently, some people have a very hard time hearing you. Can you speak a little bit louder if it's possible?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Sorry. So
yes.
Here is the second property that I want to show you. Basically, this villa is a small villa with 190 square meters. You have 4 bedrooms. And on these 4 bedrooms, you have 3 bedrooms in suites. This property is located also in Verdizela, which is one of the beautiful places in the south of Portugal. It's near to all the international schools here in Portugal. And also what is quite nice with this property is that you have all the amenities. The property will remain furnished after sale. You have a pool, you have a garden. This property has everything you need for those who are thinking about living in Portugal, or also to put this property on the rental market, because we have a huge demand for foreign families who want to move to Portugal and who are looking to rent properties such as this one. This one is on the market for 660,000 euros. And last but not least, you have this one, which is a stunning and amazing property. This one is built on 4,000 square meters. It's a beautiful property with indoor and outdoor pool. You have a cinema room with 20 seats. You have a garage for 8 cars. This property is located also in the south of Portugal. The condominium is a secure and calm condominium. It's well written. You have well-known people living in this condominium. And you have all the amenities as well. You have the concierge service. This property has 4 bedrooms, all in suite. And the master suite, which is here, the master suite has 80 square meters, only the master suite. So this property has everything you need if you're thinking about moving to Portugal. And that's it. I don't know if you have some question for me, but